Namaskar, hello and a very warm welcome to CIET NCERT's special live phone-in program. It's a webinar series on safety, cyber safety and security, and the title of discussion is Financial Frauds by Misusing Social Media Platforms. Well, we all use social media platforms and we post our pictures, we post videos. There are multiple uses of social media platforms, but there are certain disadvantages as well. So a lot of frauds happen over there, and that's what we are going to discuss. We have two experts in our studio and they'll be giving you all the details regarding the financial frauds that happen on social media platforms. If you have any questions, any queries, please feel free to call us on our number, which is 8800440559. If you want to email us your queries, the email ID would be cybersafety@ciet.nic.in. And we have two experts, like I said. So let me introduce you to our experts. We have with us Shri Gautam Kumar. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Namaskar.
Sir is a Deputy Commandant 1 from I4C, Ministry of Home Affairs. And we also have with us Dr. Deepak Kumar. A very warm welcome to you, sir.
Hello, ma'am.
Sir is from Cyber Threat Intelligence Professional, and they'll be discussing the financial frauds. Like I said, if you have any questions, there's one more method through which you can connect with us. You're watching us live on PME Vidya channel number 6 to channel number 12, and also on our YouTube channel, which is NCERT Official. In the live chat box of that YouTube channel, you can write down the questions, queries, and share them with us. This session is till 5 o'clock, so we'll be more than happy to take your questions towards the end of this program. If you have not registered with this series, then please register. You have got a lot of time, and this whole series started on 1st of June. That was the first Wednesday of this June month, and that day was Cyber Jagrukta Divas, which we celebrate every first Wednesday of every month. So that was the beginning, and a quiz will be given to you on 17th of June. That would be the second last Friday of this month. So you have got a lot of time for registration, so please register yourself, and I'll be explaining the entire method towards the end of the program again. So let's now start this discussion on financial frauds on social media platforms. Let's just ask Shri Gautam Kumar that what exactly are those financial frauds that we are going to discuss to our viewers today.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. First of all, I would like to thank Ministry of Education and NCERT for observing Cyber Jagruta Divas, which is a initiative of Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center for creating awareness among the people. I mean, it includes all the students, teachers, law enforcement agencies, and all the high educated people even in the country. So coming to this topic, everyone would have thought about the financial fraud that happening in the country, which is increasing day by day. So the digital era where we are living in, day by day the technologies are changing. By changing the technologies, the people are not even focusing much on the changing technology, but they are using the technologies without few safeguards. By seeing those loopholes, the fraudsters have come up with various frauds using these technologies. So every citizen or the students or the people should come up with the digital literacy. They have to learn the safeguards, which is very much required, so that the fraudsters cannot cheat them very easily. Coming to the social media applications or social media platforms, everyone as on date, they are using the social media platforms as a day-to-day activity, it is as a tool in the day-to-day activity for undergoing various activities. So by using these social media platforms, we should be aware of what are the things that should reflect on our privacy or the information which we are sharing to others. Once the information is shared in the internet, that is for a long time. So we should be very much aware of what information to be shared with others or in the open source. As rightly mentioned, this is a very important topic because the number of cases that are increasing day by day, and the innocent people are being cheated with lot of information amount or the expenditure or the reputation. These are the issues that should be focused on, because all the three issues are very much equivalent in a society where we are living in. For example, if I showcase on the major frauds that were happening in India, and as the complaints we are receiving in the National Cybercrime Reporting Portal, there is maximum 50%, more than 50% of the financial frauds that are taking place. So it is the right time that we have to get educated, and the forums like this, NCRT, or the program like Cyber Jagruta Divas has got an importance. I'll be presenting a few issues on the topic which we are showing here, the financial frauds by misusing social media platforms. So what exactly is social media platform? I think everyone is using, it is very much relevant in these days. Like social media platforms are, we can say, like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, any other medium that interacts with the people, even that makes the communication between each other with the use of internet or with the use of the website or an application. So this is very relevant as on date. Coming to the main trending financial frauds that are going on, you can see on the presentation on the slide, I focused on major frauds that are being taking place, which is relevant and that are linked to the financial frauds. So why financial frauds? As I rightly mentioned, financial frauds are the one that is, it is more than 50% of the all other frauds. So few other frauds are like job offer frauds, where I will be discussing in detail. Before that, I'll just show that the frauds, the trending financial frauds, that are the job offers fraud. And second, we'll be discussing about the advertisement frauds, where it has taken as a service, advertisement as a service. Third is OTP. That's a fraud that is using OTP and without OTP also. So there are frauds with OTP and without OTP. And the next one is the remote assistant financial fraud by using remote access. And the second last is social media impersonation based frauds. I think everyone heard about this impersonation. It is very much relevant. And the last is the cyber extortion fraud. Because these are the only categories we are going to discuss in this session. There are other frauds also, but the main focus is for the children, teachers and the instructors. So we have decided to discuss on these major financial frauds that are going to that are taking place in the relevant era. So the next fraud, the job financial fraud, I will say the modus operandi. Modus operandi is the way that how the fraudster comes to the I mean, like how he reaches the people for doing a fraud. For the students who are in a like in a last stage of achieving for any job, they obviously look after for the social media platforms, for that way to post, from where we have to get an information regarding the jobs. So they will approach various websites, various platforms, and they will give their data, like their education background, their mobile numbers, on other social media platforms. So by using these data that has been given by the citizen or the people, the fraudsters take advantage of these data. They emotionally get in touch with the people by using this data, as they know that you are searching for a job. So they will take this as their weapon. The information which you have shared, you have shared on the website or an application, that has been taken as a weapon, and they will reach you through any sort of medium like email, SMS or a phone call. So they will reach you, they will ask you for further details that you have applied for a job. So we are ready to offer you a job with a simple interview, and they will make you, as they are the legitimate HR professionals, and you as a job seeker, a job you are searching for a job, so you think of that, yeah, this is the relatively subject that have been given in the website, so you will fall prey to that fraudster. So after that, the fraudster will ask you several questions, and he will intimate you that you have been selected. For the selection process, you have to pay a lot of amount or a simple amount for a registration fee or for the appointment letter. Then the people fall prey to that, because as the person is waiting for a job offer, so he thinks of that this as a legitimate offer, then he will go for paying the amount. After the payment, the customer who is applying for a job, he turns on and he calls the recruiter from where he got a number, but they won't respond you. So this is one of the fraud. So after losing the amount, it is very difficult to get in. After due process, it is possible, but before transferring the amount, one should understand the genuinity of the website, or one should understand the person who he is speaking to, and they should also think about the SMS or the email where he got from the recruiter. So by analyzing all those stuff, we can at least get a hint that this is a fraudster who is calling. So this is one of the relevant fraud that is going on. Coming to the next one, the job fraud modus operandi, I have mentioned about the SMS or the email. Now on the presentation, we can see the format. Like I think the presentation, it is visible. So at the leftmost corner, you can see a SMS where it is showing the job opportunities of CTC of 4 to 12 LPA, and below that there is join now, there is a link, and the fraudster says that to fill the link. After getting the email, the fraudster will call you and he will say that to fill the link, to update all the information which was given on the link, like there is the data that has been shown in the form, that is for the which job he is searching for, with which subject, or some other personal information like your account number for which they will transfer the salaries. These all will be there in the form, and the people they eagerly wait for the job offers, they do it, so without thinking anything. So after that, what he will do, he will just call you, and he will also ask to install a mobile application in your phone, and he will also ask you for a remote access, for which he can tell that, sir, by remote access we will give you a training. We will give you a hands-on training, and they will show you how the job will be done, like what is the type of job they are offering. So after this, the people, what they will do is they eagerly wait for the job. So they think of salary purposes and all. So they will do all the stuff that has been said by the fraudster. So at last, what they will see, the fraudster intention is this: not only the information that has been provided by the people, or also the amount that has been got, but the main intention of this fraudsters will be the contact list. After installing certain apps, maybe it's a malware, maybe it injects into your system, it will collect all your data from your mobile or from your laptop, and they will ask money from your contacts, and they will send reply messages or certain emails to your contact list asking for amount, as saying that they are in emergency, they need this amount because as the individual is in hospital. So these are the type of modus operandi the fraudsters do. And the next slide, these are the red flags. Like what red flags means is, the people who are looking for the jobs, they should think of all these steps, like red flags we have given. This intimates you somewhere the communication that has been connected is a fraudster. So for that, just you think of the messages. You can see the messages where there will be some grammatical errors, or there will be some mismatches of words. So that will create you a hint that this is a fraud message. And after getting the messages or any website they provide, just see the domains. If the domains are legitimate, then only you do the further process. Otherwise, just you stop it there itself, because the websites or the domains are also not legitimate. And the fraudsters also ask for the Aadhaar number, PAN number, passport. Whenever they ask any of these items, just think about it. Just think about the the situation where you should think that there is a fraud is going to take place. So just imagine that the person who is calling you as a fraudster, and think about these personal data before you are sharing. And the registration fee, as we have seen in various cases, the fraudster asks for the registration fee. So before paying any registration fee, just think about the genuineness of the bank accounts, or genuineness of the website, or genuineness of the consultancy firm, or the one that which you have applied for a job. These are the red flags that indicates you there is some mismatch in between the fraudster and the people. So these red flags makes you an alert. Second fraud, as we were discussing, like advertisement. These advertisement these days are coming as a fraud as a service. For example, there are online offers and lottery, or online loans. There is a KYC related frauds, matrimonial frauds, goods and services fraud, or e-commerce frauds. These all comes under the advertisement frauds. By using an advertisement, the fraudster reaches you and they will ask for the payments. As I rightly said in the beginning, their main motto is not only your information. Their motto will be as much as information they can collect from you, like the contact list or some other information like bank details and all. So by using this, they will the fraudster will do more attempts. So the modus operandi, we can see how they are reaching the public by an advertisement. There I think on the social media we have seen lot of advertisements. For example, advertisement like there is a fraud, like for example, I should not mention any other social media platform, but the famous frauds that are being taking place or using one of the social media name. So there they will sell a product saying that this product is for only 2000 rupees, but the product actual cost it's around 1 lakh rupees. So by an offer they will contact you saying that this product will be sold for you for at 2000 rupees only. So the people what they understand is like if I am getting a product which is of 2000, normally cost of 1 lakh, so I'll give an attempt by offers. So this is one of the tactics that are being used by the financial fraudsters by using of ad. And there are other also advertisements that are being used for doing frauds. And mainly these fraudsters use UPI transactions. So you should be knowing like how UPI transactions can take place, when the QR codes are to be taken care, like whether you want to receive a money or you want to send the amount or transfer the amount, whether the QR is used for sending or for receiving. So that should be known. So that's where there it comes the cyber hygiene. So all these frauds that are taking place because of less cyber literacy only. And coming to the next one, I would like to ask Deepak Kumar to share a few about the other modus operandis. Please.
Thank you. So thanks first of all. You have covered most of the things which is required, and the major thing is about the advertisements, and the data is very important, and entire infra is completely depends on data, and various agencies and stakeholders, or you can say companies, generally they are trying to collect as much as information pertaining to users with respect to the data what they are using through your mobile phone application, you can say through website. There are various websites are there, social media platforms, and they try to know exactly the use and the exactly what they are searching and their patterns, and according to their patterns they try to know like the interest, and according to that interest they try to show the information which is populating as advertisement onto their browser, you can say, or you can say on their application. And in the screen basically you can see like there is some sort of communication which is being happened on some social media platform, well-known platforms. It could be internet messaging platform, and they're trying to ask the user to purchase some sort of goods. And even though the user, they don't know exactly that in the good basically, or the content which he or she is going to purchase from that platform, is that legit or not, and accordingly they try to get information from this platform, and they try to ask some information through some messaging platform, and there they have shared some sort of information, could be a QR code, or it could be any financial information, it could be UPI details or something where they have to make some transaction. And ultimately what is happening here, without understanding the legitimacy of that user who is providing the good, the user is immediately sending the money, and after that they will not get any information or any goods. So similarly, what is happening, so many frauds are happening through these social media platforms, and here the problem is what, like impersonation of or identity theft of various good big brands basically. Similarly, when we see the next slide, which is talking about OTP and without OTP based fraud. OTP, we know exactly it's a one-time password. Generally, we are using this OTP for two-factor authentication, you can say, a second level of authenticity basically to enter into any website or any any account. Or what is happening here nowadays, we have seen various cases where the hackers or the threat actors, generally the criminals basically, they try to get into your phone similarly by various means. Could be like, it could be phishing methods, it could be through SMS which contains some sort of phishing link, URL basically you can say, or it could be any social media platform where in chat they may share some link, there you have to click those link, or may install some sort of application, or there's various means. So what is happening here, when the people try to use these links or these application, even though they don't know the purpose of those things, and silently what is happening here, with the help of the user consent, they take advantage of user permission, like they may ask the permission to allow to use that service. And similarly what is happening, most of the information like our personal information, or you can say contact details, it is simultaneously uploading to their hacker. And further what is happening, they misuse these kind of contact for further cybercrime. So similarly, when you talk about without OTP, what is happening here? So this is the one concern. So earlier what is happening, maybe a fraudster may call and pretending themselves as he is from a customer care or any representative from any domain, and they may say that yes, I am the person and I am trying to help you from so and so place, and accordingly they may ask for various things. So this is one thing. So if from the slide perspective, when you see if the phone is already compromised, then there is no need to ask the OTP. Maybe the hacker can able to take information from your phone. You can see from the slide where first of all UPI is very clear about the UPI payment. It's very simple and very ease of method to make a transaction. So due to this digitization, what is happening here, they just need some sort of PIN code, and while purchasing some sort of information or any goods or any financial transaction, so there is a OTP. And of course what is happening here, through the OTP you can see a message is there which comes in your phone, and from the phone there is some digit, 6-digit, 4-digit characters, and simply they can ask to enter for authenticity. And similarly what is happening here, with the help of with the phone perspective, things has been leaked out. So similarly, in various scenarios like we have discussed pertaining to remote assistance, so usually what people do if any crime has been happened or done, so people try to search on internet directly, like on Google, and like yesterday we have covered about the same thing. Like here what is happening here, we try to search some customer care number through some platforms, and whatever information we are getting from those search engines, immediately we make a call to them. And similarly what is happening, we not sure that the information or the customer care representative or the helpline number is actually legit or not. And similarly we try to we completely depend on their person because of their tactics. If I'm saying tactics, it means that like they may use a proper English, proper communication skill set you can say, or they may use a proper professionalism behind that. It's like yes sir, we can help you, we can assist you, just we can put your call on hold, like that. So similar things are there. And they may ask to connect on your device, they may ask to use this application, they may ask to click on this link, they may ask to fill the form of some sort of URLs through SMS or through something, and immediately we don't know, maximum people they're not aware with the situation, and immediately they get into the system, they get into those things, and similarly they compromise themselves, and they don't know exactly these things has been done. And by the same mean they are using various tactics. I have mentioned about the social engineering. So it's very simple again, it's a non-technical manner to convince any user to take all private or personal information from the user. So that is one information. And secondly, when you talk about the mean, there are various mean. It's not only the search perspective, it could be from various other manners. So using those social media platforms, these things are happening. And now when you talk about the important aspect like social media impersonation, so there are various social media platforms and we are into various places, even though sometimes we having multiple accounts, no doubt sometimes. So when you talk about impersonation, it's a digital identity theft. Impersonation theft, digital identity theft, a person, they have their own avatar, they have their own digital aura onto the website, they have their own name, they have their own public figure. So this can be impersonating through various mean. One mean like most of the situation where automated bots are there, you can say, and similarly they do have for crime initiative perspective, maybe they have campaigns, and similarly they may initiating for the entertainment perspective like we have seen through this social media. And when you're talking about giveaway scams or various buyers and sellers are available on these kind of platforms, I told you like with the help of browser cookies or search engine pattern, they are with the help of some technical thing, they try to collect the information, our searching criteria basically, and accordingly they can populate those things on our browser. So what is happening here, like through these medium, we not trust and we not assured that the information which is coming actually it is correct or not, and simply we can get into those things. Similarly, there is another thing is there we have seen on the social media platform like on WhatsApp, you can say, or on various Facebook and well-known OTT platforms. So what is happening here, like people are creating some fake profiles because it's all about the privacy. So the privacy which we maintain onto the platform, like we have given public profile, and in public profile we want to share this information. Like when we post some information and we want that information goes to complete public. So we just make a privacy for the public. But on the same time, if you use the privacy like a friends or like a close or specific people, so that is the proper usage of privacy. So during this situation, the information which we are publishing onto the public domain, and if suppose any person who may take revenge, who want to take your information, so they take those information and may create some different profiles, and they try to act as a legit user, and then try to ask, they may go to your profile, they may go to your friend list, they may go to your like or comment post, and they try to ask the people like, I am so and so person, I need some money, I need some favor, I need some medical emergency at the night time, and maybe they can try to connect with various platforms I have given on the same. Similarly, customer care representative perspective things are also on rise, and this is the situation where we are completely and blindly depending on the search engine platform. We're not trying to go into an application, like suppose any application, they have their own support, they have their own grievance things, so we can check from the same division. And honey traps and social engineering is another mean, and sometimes it's not only about the to do some sort of negative thing, sometimes it's about the data exfiltration, or you can say credential harvesting. So what is happening from the user's perspective, data could be anything, any personal information. So when we see about the rise into when they use this kind of platform, and then they try to use for crime perspective, they may use for extortion perspective with the help of internet, with the help of social media platforms. So when you see from the same thing like cyber extortion, and here there are various situations, like when you say cyber stalkers, online a person which is or who is using this digital platform for good or bad purpose. So sometime maybe using of email, SMS or any connecting medium, they try to ask any information. Maybe they can ask for any extortion, maybe he or she having some sort of private information or maybe some personal information, or you can say during chat or during those data leaks, you can say various things are there on the platforms. So sometimes any person or any threat campaigner or a criminal may say that like we have found so many information on Google or on these search engine platforms or any random places on surface web, and similarly they may ask some sort of money as a ransom. So during that situation it could be anything, it's not only the data perspective, it could be blackmailing on various angles. So we have seen through various, like first is called social media based attacks, where hacking of the webcams they are initiating, hacking of the accounts, we are not setting a proper accounts, passwords, something like that. So they try to get into the account, and from the social media account they try to post, and it can be it went for various different impact basically, you can say. Similarly, most of the attack medium, the medium when you talk about, medium is like of course social media, where they are using internet messengers. There are various applications are there, no doubt. We are using mobile phones, smartphones, and smartphones again, it's a digital bomb, you can say, and we can do various good things and bad things as well. So through this platform, with the help of internet, with the help of these things, various applications, it could be dating application, it could be learning platforms, it could be any gaming platforms as well. So there are various methods where we try to download those things in our phone, in our computers as well. We try to learn. There are various several websites where we try to search those information through those websites, even though we don't know the legitimacy or authenticity of the website, and we completely depend on these all things. And we have seen one more thing during recently, like when they have any issue, they try to post on various public media, or even you can say online complaint consumer like this one. It is not, I mean, we can't say it's a legit platform, but actually they are trying to expose their personal information, like we have duped this amount of money through this, we purchased this, this is my name, this is my account detail, everything on those websites. So sometimes hackers may try to take those information from public domain, and accordingly they make a call, they pretend that they are from some law enforcement, police, or some company, and they try to help you, and immediately what is happening, user think, yeah, it's a real concern, and because we have shared information on internet, so simply they have everything. And the last one is called the blackmailing through personal data and privacy breach. We have seen sometime incidentally or accidentally maybe data can be exposed. So what is happening here, suppose we are using some phone has been damaged, something, so we have given to some shops and all, or maybe we have given phone to some wrong hand without setting a proper password. So maybe some person may take some information, even though not right now, maybe later on they may use for cybercrime perspective. So end of the day, like initially we said about the most of the crime linked with cyber financial fraud. So here what is happening here, maximum things are connected, and maybe they can ask for ransom, they may ask for data privacy perspective, they may ask for any ultimately they may ask for financial linked things. So that is a very serious concern pertaining to privacy part. So last and very important, when you talk about the privacy is like a person which is using various social media platform, even you can say purchasing goods for various platforms. So those companies, they have our entire data. They know exactly what we are purchasing, what kind of taste we do have. Immediately, maybe if the data has been leaked or breached, we can see through, because it's a technical things, and technically things can be work out basically. So if any data has been breached or something like that, then people or any criminal or any campaigner or any civil person may ask or call or pretend something. So that time we have to very sure that what kind of information we are putting on place. So password protection is very important as well. Use of properly privacy perspective things are at most important, and using what do you call OTP based two-factor authentication, that is again a very important subject. Searching content through online, when you search something, you have to check exactly the websites are coming as an advertisement or not, which one is legit, which one is fake. That is again fourth one about the reviews and feedbacks about the subject, the product basically, or the website. Even you can check onto the platform like how legit is that one. And when you talk about the mobile perspective, the application perspective, there are various platforms are there, third party Play Store, third party things are there. We are not saying they are fake or something, but trust, but you have to verify it properly, like either the content and the application are actually legit or not, because it just need some sort of permission, and if your contact details has been gone, you never know exactly, that can be misused for various things. It could be any extortion means something like that. So these are some fundamental things which I have covered about the situation, and I would like to initiate further.
Thank you, Deepak. Deepak has very well said that major, I should say that maximum number of social media frauds that are linked to financial frauds. So we talked about the financial frauds, types of financial frauds, like not all the financial frauds, but the major financial frauds that should be taken care. And the modus operandis, the fraudsters use it. So now my next part is like, if there is a fraud happen, so what the person should do next. So this is one of the major step that should be taken care, because we have spoken about the frauds.
Yes.
So if something has happened, then what I have to do it? So my first suggestion would be, immediately you should call the national helpline number, that is 1930. I mean, this is the dedicated national platform number, national helpline number, where the financial frauds, the financial frauds can be registered. This module has been developed by I4C, Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center, MHA, Ministry of Home Affairs. We usually call it as a Citizen Financial Cyber Fraud Reporting and Management System. So this has the beauty that where all the financial like banks, wallets and intermediaries and the state law enforcement agencies are in collaboration with this platform. So whenever there is a complaint that has been received from the state police, they will immediately alert, and this is an automatic process where they immediately alert the complaint to the respective bank. So if I get a alert from SBI bank, so the SBI bank should see the alert and raise a request for further if there is any movement of amount transfer. So they will immediately report to the other bank. Okay. So the end of the bank, that it will freeze the amount. At least there is a chance of getting those amount back. So this is a immediate response system where 1930 is successful in so many cases. Second, there is a national cybercrime reporting portal, that is www.cybercrime.gov.in. This is a national cybercrime reporting portal of Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center. The main participant, this is in the hands of all the state law enforcement agencies, where they deal with the complaints. Immediately you call the 1930, then report a complaint in cybercrime.gov.in, and there is if that has happened through a social media platform, then every social media platform has a grievance mechanism, so that can be adopted. For example, if you have any issue, if you have any problem with the Facebook or Telegram or Twitter, so you can approach the grievance officers, or you can approach their mechanism for registering a complaint through the platforms also. And the last, I can say that file a grievance at the bank immediately. So this is the major steps that should be taken after a fraud has been happened. And my request to all the viewers, I should say, we are in a state that the cyber literacy should be increased. At every level. In the schools, in the colleges, in the government organizations, private organizations, everywhere. It should reach till to the villages of the country. So for this, there is a platform where Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center has come up, that is Cyber Dost. Cyber Dost is our main issue, where we are creating awareness through various social media platforms. We are active on almost a maximum number of social media platforms, where we will publish all the materials regarding the modus operandi of the frauds, how to get aware of those frauds, and the safety tips to be followed. So that is very much required to everyone. Even the students should subscribe those social media platforms, so that they will get the regular updates. You should be aware of the current modus operandi, how the fraudsters are using the tactics in cheating the people. So this cyber dose will help you. At least they will inform you priorly, so that it is a prevention. We can say that prevention is better than cure. Absolutely. So this should be taken care of. So please subscribe to all the cyber dose social media handles.
I'm sure our viewers, they are going to subscribe to CyberDose. So, regarding the entire presentation, whatever solutions you gave and whatever fraud types of frauds you informed us, I've got a few questions on the common people's behalf. So, sure. Should I ask?
Yeah, please, ma'am, please.
So when you said in the solution box 1930, that's the number that the victims can call and register their frauds to stop the money from getting transferred.
Yes.
So in this case, is there any time limit? For example, the fraud happened like yesterday. Should I call today? Or like say the fraud happened 1 month ago. Should I call today and the action will be taken, or is there any chance of the fraudster getting caught, or any limitation this has?
Yeah, ma'am. It's a very nice question, ma'am. And this is very important also because the main motto of this platform lies here itself. So we have noticed the fraudsters' times also, like at what time they are using the maximum fraud or creating or doing the maximum frauds.
Okay.
So we analyze like after 2 to 3 hours of the fraud that has been happened, they withdraw the amount.
Okay.
So if you wait for 1 day or 2 days, there are less chances. So the best part is like you immediately call the 1930 as early as possible. That is like the immediate step.
Right.
So then there is a high chance to getting your amount, the fraudulent that has been taken, the amount can be refunded back.
But later on?
Later on, ma'am, it's in the process of investigation. Then the police, actually what happens is when the complaint has been registered on 1930, that is with the state government, state law enforcement agencies, they will receive the complaint. What they will do the further action, if it is immediately or if it is like registered, so it will be in a chain of, they will show the grievances to the banks, bank will raise the issues to the other banks, they will stop at one point of time. If the amount has been withdrawn, then the police will do the investigation, the actual due process will be adopted. Then they will see all the process that normally takes place.
So that will be a slow process.
I don't say it is slow process.
People are not aware
Yes.
of this number, and if we are talking about it right now and people are watching this program, and if they want to register it, now that the fraud has already been done, they can still register it. That's what I wanted to ask.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
okay.
They can register.
And one more option, the fourth option was file the grievance at the bank immediately. So do they have to go to the bank personally and register it, or can they call the bank and simply register the grievance?
There are two mechanisms. I don't think like they should go and that is the only mechanism they should go. It's not like that. There are few banks, they have the online facility also. And the other way is like the physical presence within the bank. They can go and they can register.
Dispute form like.
Yes.
All right. And so we have seen all types of frauds. The fraudsters, they charge from 10,000, let's say, to crores. The money has no limit, right?
Correct.
So when we notice the impersonation part, and in that case, the fraudsters, do they understand the psyche or the age or the background of the person and then charge the money, or how do they operate? Any thing you would like to highlight regarding that?
So exactly what is happening, it's a big campaign first of all, and we should understand the flow of the data. And we don't know exactly how our data is floating on internet and what information we are exposing ourselves on this platform. So what is happening here, we can see like when we go to any movie ticket, something like that, so we fill any form, something like we are just entering our phone number, phone details, or suppose you want to purchase any goods, we are given our number. They may ask, sir, for the anniversary we just keeping your date or something like that. You know exactly. Offers are there, no doubt. So these are one places and similarly about your Aadhaar card details, about your email details, your addresses as well, or from the various data breaches which is happening, and various data things are there on internet when any advanced criminal may try to collect those information. So they try to understand your things from public things, public profile, that is one. Or secondly, as much as information like a greedy of the person, like when we see somebody may ask, sir, I'm calling from so and so department. So person response depends everything. So person respond properly. So it shows exactly he is eager to take those service basically. And so immediately they may ask what profession you are doing. So maybe he'll say he's a scientist, maybe he is a defense person, maybe he is he having his own business. So they understand exactly their limit as well.
Okay.
And all the data are there. So immediately they may ask. So they may ask the interest with the person, like either he is interested or she is interested to purchase these all things or to take this service or not, and then try to lure them to collect and to indulge into some sort of campaign to hack or to collect these all. So this is the information of the data perspective. Secondary again, it depends on the need of the user. So sometimes user know everything. I told you like awareness is okay, but proper awareness is very important. That is okay, etiquette is there. We know we have to check the HTTPS website. We know we should not respond the callers on internet. We should not give the OTP something. But they creating such kind of situation, tactics where we are willing, is simply giving those situations. It's a mindset manipulation basically, you can say. So that is one perspective which we have to understand. And as similarly like the data part, it is again you never know exactly how we are on internet, and you never know exactly what we are liking, what we are posting, what we are searching. Data is there, so leaking this information.
Okay, okay. So no matter what, our personal details, especially our phone number, should not be in the public domain at all.
No, not exactly, ma'am. You can share, you can post it, but there are few settings, privacy settings. Right. So you should know about the privacy settings. Like my phone number should be visible to whom. That should be decided by you itself. So there are few privacy settings in, I think, almost in all the social media platforms. So that should be adopted.
Okay, okay. Because these frauds are happening every day with, be it an educated person or an uneducated person, be it a tech-savvy person or a non-tech-savvy person. So, would you like to add something?
Yeah, definitely. Like sir said, even there are various applications. Even though they ask, they need to connect they need to take permission of your contact to connect who other people are using this application. So similarly, they can able to give a proper information. Like suppose we are using any application, and if my relatives are available on those platforms, it can sync, it can give them those information. So what is happening? Simultaneously, they are taking our data as well. They are giving our services. So no doubt, it's like give and take something for the company perspective. So that is the leaking or revealing of or sharing our data to the stakeholder company or the application developer, basically you can say.
Okay, okay. So if we talk about one of the social media platforms, that's Instagram, where we post pictures, where we post videos of ourselves, we doing something or the other, we traveling to some place or the other. And is it safe, like they say that whatever picture you're posting, that stays in the cyberspace forever. So is there any possibility that can be blackmailed today, tomorrow or later?
Yeah, definitely chances are there, but we should understand there is a one word called privacy. So you say in Insta, you have given example of Insta, so you see privacy, you have to make it public or you want to make it private. So when you make it public, you yourself exposing yourself on internet like this. So you can't say like, if my data is available on internet, so somebody misuse mine. So that is one point. And no doubt, if somebody may use that information, they crop, they may use that image for various wrong purposes. So that depends on the privacy part. So no doubt, not only on Insta, basically you can say any other image-based platform. So we do what usually we post things for gaining of likes, comments, and I mean the social things basically, which we can say.
Okay, okay. So privacy part is very important here. One more thing, there are so many mobile-based application frauds which are happening, but then because everyone wants to promote the digital India, we use various platforms where we have wallets, where we can add our accounts, our bank accounts to that particular application. So is it recommendable to add our accounts in there, or we should only use wallets, or any precautionary steps you would like to tell our viewers in this case?
Yes, ma'am. Regarding this digital era, it is very much important. We should not stop the technology. Technology should grow day by day, and we are lucky that our country, we have seen a lot of technologies coming day to day. So using the mobile applications, yes, it is recommended you can use the mobile applications, but the source from where you are downloading it, that is very much important. And second, the permissions, the access you are giving to the mobile applications, that is also very much important. So if you say the one application which you have downloaded from Play Store, just we don't download it directly. We will go through the reviews, we go through the other research part, then we feel that this is a genuine product, then only we will download it. But there are other applications which can be they can be sent through some medium, and it will be in your phone and you download it directly. So they may not be the genuine source of application. So you should be careful about the genuinity of the source from where you are downloading the applications. And second, I said that if you are giving permissions to all your phone, that is not safe. So it all again depends on the application. So what type of application is it? If it is an application of a app called calculator, so for that giving all the access of your social, of your media, of your gallery is not required. So you can look after those privacy settings also. I mean, like
correct.
It should be there.
And one more thing, like there are various applications are there, like to check privacy checker, antiviruses are there. So these applications may flag those rogue application onto your phone. So that is also very important. And little bit technical, you can try to check on internet as well with some websites, some platforms are there to know that application is legit or not, the sample application is okay or not. So that is the main thing.
Okay, all right. We'll take up one last question and then we'll wrap up this discussion.
Please.
So, initially you discussed about the job offers. That's how they manipulate people. So, for example, somebody has got a job offer from a job consultancy and they're asking for a registration fee for the process of acceptance. So, in that case, should they go ahead and give the registration fee or not?
I mean, like it's a genuine question. So what, after seeing those frauds, what I think is like, if you get any offer, just see the genuinity from where you are getting the offer. And you can, by seeing your offer letter itself, you can say this is a genuine offer letter or not. Because and I think Deepak has rightly mentioned, there is a communication, the grammatical errors that should be that will be appeared on the offer letter, or some phone numbers, or without any company's name they would deliver the offer letter. So these are the few steps that can alert an individual whether the offer letter is a fake or not. Regarding the registration fee, see, if I am getting an offer letter from a consultancy firm or a company where I had applied it, so it's okay. But I am getting an offer letter, but I never applied for any job. But I am getting that offer letter from that company or from that consultancy firm. That means it is in a doubt stage. So before transferring any amount or before doing any activity further, you should check the genuinity of the company or the offer letter.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So being alert actually is the crux of this whole discussion.
So,
thank you so much, sir, for being here, for having this wonderful discussion, and we got to know the solutions if there are any frauds happening around people, and we also got to know about the various types of financial frauds that are happening on social media platforms. So we can always be alert, and we can try our best not to be a victim of this. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to our viewers for being with us and for listening to this entire wonderful conversation. Stay here, because let me tell you that this is the second session of our this month's theme, which is financial safety in cyberspace, which is the need of the hour. So let me tell you that you can register yourself through this method. Please open the ciet.nic.in website. You'll see this page, and in the options you'll see events. The second last option is workshop/training. If you'll click in here, you will see that everything regarding this month's training will be displayed. This is the current activity which is going on from 1st of June to 17th of June, Cyber Jagrukta Divas series, and under this you will see every detail about this month's theme, financial safety in cyberspace. So about the theme you can read here. These are the programs which are about to happen and objectives, and who all can participate. These are the details, and this is how you can participate. So either scan this QR code, or you can click on this link and fill it up and be a part of this program. And for the link part, the link of the quiz, that will be given to you on 17th of June. That will be the 4th session. So this is everything regarding this financial safety in cyberspace theme, and I hope that you really liked it. So we are here, and thank you so much for watching this program once again, and stay alert. That is the whole point. So all the very best for your future transactions, and stay here for another next program, that is another special program, Sayog, and the topic of discussion would be yoga and physical well-being. So stay here. Thank you once again, and take great care of yourself. Namaskar.